If you're waiting for a perfect time, perfect idea, or a perfect opportunity, stop. You're holding yourself back by waiting, and trust me, I did that too. My name is Matei, I'm a 15-year-old freelance videographer and I've been there. That's why I'm giving you these 3 tips that help me get through this phase. So let's get straight into the video. First of all, you have to stop chasing perfection. Most people think they need the best camera, the best equipment, and they never actually start doing anything. They just wait and wait until the perfect time comes, which is actually never. I've been there, and trust me, the equipment doesn't define you. I actually started with this Sony Handycam, which only has 10 megapixels and only internal storage. This camera is way older than me, and trust me, I used it for almost 3 years. The truth is, starting messy is way better than never starting, because you can learn from your mistakes. Making mistakes is inevitable, everybody does them. At some point on your journey, you will hit your head against the wall thinking that it's over. But that's not true. You see, the best part about making mistakes is that you can learn from them and not repeat them in the future. My first video, straight up mediocre. I didn't know how to use my camera or even the basic settings. I didn't know what ISO was, white balance, shutter speed, FPSs, all that stuff. I just picked up the camera and pressed rec with auto settings, but at least I did something. For a while I was only doing YouTube videos with this Handycam. I was always out of focus, the quality was bad, and everything was a mess. But that was until I got my upgrade to a Sony ZV-E10, which changed everything. The moral of this short story is, you can just expect to get something without doing something in return. In our case, you have to actually start filming to get something in return. Even if that is with a camera that is older than you, with your phone, or with a GoPro. The important thing is just to press rec and do something. Just remember, you will never reach perfection, and that's okay. Now, for the second tip, we'll get more in depth about what I said earlier with the equipment. Let's put it this way. Imagine yourself in a room with the best camera that ever existed, and it's all yours. Do you think, with the skills, knowledge and creativity that you have right now, that you can produce the best film that is out there? Think about this and be honest with yourself. If you said yes, then my friend, this video is not for you. Okay, I don't say that your gear is pointless, and yes, in some cases equipment can limit you, but in most cases we like to victimize ourselves and think, oh, I can do this film because I don't have this kind of light, or this lens, or that, or that. These are just excuses that are delaying your process. The creativity and skill doesn't come in the box with your camera. You get that along the way and over time. You have to try and fail and all over again until you can say that equipment is limiting you. You will not learn what ISO is, what white balance is, what shutter speed is, what Cine AI is, just buying the camera. You have to do the research on your own time. You have to learn. You have to search the things you don't understand. Also, you can improvise with what you have. Personally, homemade setups make me way more prouder on the things that I achieve rather than using expensive gear. Why is that? Well, I know that I put in the effort for that little thing, that little small effect that you see on the screen, and that just gives me a feeling of satisfaction. For example, I think most of you know what a dolly zoom is, but if you don't, let me break it down for you. A dolly zoom is a technique used in the film industry to create a feeling of a character that is realizing something. This is done by zooming it with your lens and walking backwards. I also did this effect with my crew. In Hollywood, they use big and expensive rails to move the camera backwards. And the question is, how did we afford to get all the setup, all the equipment that we needed to actually achieve this effect? Well, it's simple. We improvise. We achieve this effect with materials that we have at home, and this only proves that everything is possible. You just have to be willing to put in the work and have enough creativity to imagine these things. Also, another thing that you should give a thought is this next quote. People will not remember your gear, but the experience that you're offering, because they value feelings over material things. Now moving to the third and final tip, just post, don't overthink. We as humans tend to fix any mistake that we see. Everybody has a little perfectionist in them, myself included, and that's okay. In my opinion, I think it's a good trait to be a perfectionist, but sometimes that can make you insane. Most people won't even notice if you put that sound effect a frame before or a frame after. The important thing is to actually get things done. Perfectionism kills momentum. As I mentioned before, mistakes are the price of progress, and honestly, they teach you way faster than anything else. As a freelancer, videographer, photographer, or any niche that you work in, you will face some barriers at some point. You will face a wall that is way higher than you ever climbed before, and that's normal. Let's take this video as an example in the profession of content creator. You will face hate, and that's perfectly normal. Hate is only a tool that can help you grow faster if you know how to deal with it. You have to remember that they still comment on your videos, the review still counts. Hate is just another step on your ladder of progress. You have to learn how to manage it and not stop if somebody says bad things about you. It is completely normal if somebody doesn't agree with you, because we are not the same person and we don't like the same things, fortunately. Starting out is hard, I know. You will feel lost, or maybe you will want to make everything look perfect, but you have to remember that the only way to learn is by making mistakes. Don't be afraid to screw up again and again and all over again. You're not a failure for trying. The real failure is somebody that never tries. Thank you so much for staying till the end of the video, and if it helped you, don't hesitate to like and subscribe and share the video with your friends who struggle starting. If you have any suggestions, don't forget to leave them in the comments below, and as always, have a blessed day. See you in the next one. Bye.